Hi, this is Mark Laughlin, speaking for the Ambidextrous Gunfighter. I want to go over some reasons why I think learning how to point shoot well before you start learning to use your red dot sight. Now, I know a lot of people, when they buy their pistols and they get their red dot sight, they have a lot of problems. You know, they come in here and they're, where's that dot? Where's that? Oh, there it is, there it is. And it becomes very cumbersome, very clumsy, and they feel like it's a useless piece of equipment, when this is actually a very awesome device for sighting system, these red dot sights. I do prefer the shield sights, RMSc or the SMSc, but on this Hellcat we have the Hex Wasp on here. The reason for learning point shooting first, one, of course, and I have a whole series on this. It's on my Rex Applegate series. I'll have a link down in the description to go into more detail on this. But for point shooting, it's often called instinctive shooting or proprioceptive shooting. That is aiming not with your eyes, but with your body. For example, using basically your finger, you can point your finger at a target and be pretty close to hitting your target just by pointing at it. And not even using the sights. So you could even cover up these sights and point the pistol, and you're going to generally be pretty close to being on target point shooting. And that works from hip shooting to the GWrap, close retention technique shooting, to extended arm, kind of the pump handle shooting like Rex Applegate does. And you're aiming with your body. It's not unaimed shooting. You're aiming with your body rather than with your eyes. Now, the advantage of that is that once you get to where you can point shoot the pistol and hit your target pretty consistently, just point shooting. You see my eyes are not even looking through the sights. I'm physically just pointing the pistol at the target there, the lens of my camera. Now, once you've got that down, now what? Okay, I I'm aiming using point shooting. The pistol is pretty close to being right onto my target there, but now do I go to, say, this two-handed sighted shooting? Now I'm bringing the pistol up into where I'm just looking right at the target, and now I've got that red dot right on the target. I don't have to go searching for it. It's pretty much right there. Now, the other thing is point shooting is it teaches you to stay focused on the target. You're not, the old school way was the whole, go to the target and then focus on your front sight. You don't have to do that anymore. Stay focused on the threat, because that's what you're going to naturally do in a high risk, high anxiety, adrenaline dump situation. You're going to kind of do the crouch. You're going to focus on the target, and if you stay focused on the target, now I'm point shooting, I'm close to the target. If I want to do that super accurate shot, do that Jack Wilson headshot, I can now bring it up and boom, I'm right on the target with the extreme accuracy of the red dot sight. Now, of course, for point shooting, for most gunfight encounters, like 70% are going to be within this very close range, 3 to 7 feet, and it's going to be, you're not going to be able to extend that out and do aimed sighted shooting. You're going to be generally, for most gunfights, it's going to be close range point shooting. And it's only when you get back, say beyond, 7, maybe even beyond 10 or 12 yards, that you really need to go to that, for most situations, really need to go to that sighted shooting. So, for example, I could be here point shooting from the hip.
7.
Pretty close on the target. I come out to an extended arm point shooting. Still, I'm going to be pretty close to target. If I switch to my two-handed hold, and now, because I'm already close to the target, my red dot's going to be right there on target. So that, my friends, is why I recommend with your pistol, learn point shooting first, and then switch to, you'll find the red dots way easier to use once you get your point shooting down. And like I say, point shooting, focused on the target, you remained focused focused on the target, you bring that sighting system up between you and the target, and it's going to be right there. So it's point shooting, stay focused on the target, move that red dot optic between you and the target, stay focused on the target. Don't let your eyes go focusing on the red dot. Stay focused on the target, and it's going to look like that red dot just is out there on the target. Now I like to use for learning point shooting, I use a training laser, which is what we have inside here, and I like to use that with the Mantis Laser Academy training application. So you can actually basically use your smartphone, whether it's Android or iOS, and the phone uses this camera to look at a target. Now you can point shoot at that target, and it's going to give you some feedback on how well you did.
9, 10, 9.
Very simple. If you want to learn to use a red dot, that's my suggestion on how to do it. Learn point shooting first, point shooting, transitioning to sighted shooting. It's Mark Laughlin speaking for the Ambidextrous Gunfighter. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.